Hi, I'm David Scranton, and thanks for clicking this video, where today we're talking about all the risks that could jeopardize your retirement plan if you don't plan properly for them. And we're here with Jeff Small, president of Arbor Financial Services, as well as Jerry Slusiewicz. He's founder of Pacific Financial Planners, located in Southern California. Jerry, thanks for joining us today.
Well, thanks for having me, Dave.
Jerry, it's great to see you. Tell us, what financial risks have you seen people fall prey to more than any other?
Well, I think what people underestimate, Jeff, is the effect of volatility on their retirement portfolio. And it's technically called sequence of returns, where people underestimate the risk of the stock market and they take too much risk with their portfolio on the returns. Because if the market goes down and they're drawing income in retirement, then they are compounding the negative effect on the value of their money. And so just underestimating risk is really what I think the number one people do when they get close to retirement or in retirement. That's the top mistake.
So if a consumer then relies on the market to create income, I guess on that statement, what the sequence of returns that you're referring to, the investor retiree should not rely on the long-term stock market averages to project what they can withdraw. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, Jeff, because an average is exactly that. It's an average return. For example, the 20 years from 2000, the beginning of the new millennium, through 2020 or the beginning of 2020, the market averaged about a 5.8% return. So you thought, if I take a 4% withdrawal rate with that average, then I'll have about a 2% growth rate on top of my money. But because of the sequence of returns, if you start losing money, let's say 2000 to 2003, we had 3 negative years in a row, you had about half your portfolio left, but your income need remains the same. So as you're drawing that income and the market started to recover, you don't recover like the market because we're not in the accumulation phase anymore. You're in the distribution phase. And that while the average might be better than your withdrawal rate, we don't live in a world of averages. We live in a world of absolute returns year by year by year. And that could cause someone to run out of money.
So if we're going to have an erosion of the principal value of somebody's savings nest egg, how do we alleviate that? Does investing for income make you better prepared for those types of risks?
Yes, Jeff. Two things on that is that investing for income, you're kind of in a company that's saying, hey, we want to share the wealth today. When you're a growth investor and hoping for the future appreciation of stocks, well, that's one method that could work when you're in the accumulation phase. When you're in the income phase and some company says, here's $100, we're going to share this with you this year and next year, and maybe even give you more than that as dividends grow, then you're kind of dealing with stronger companies that are saying, hey, look, we're doing well today, and we're going to share in that largesse with you today. And so if you switch to what's called a true income method by having companies that have either dividends or investing in things that pay interest to meet your income needs, and then your valuations stay steady or even grow a little bit to protect against inflation, it is a much better strategy for retirees to create the income that they need and get them all the way to the end of life.
Jerry, real quick, right now with the stock market where it is, do you think the risk is above average of somebody staying growth-oriented too long and falling victim to the sequence of return risk?
Yes, David, exactly. I believe that stock market, no one really knows the true valuation of the market. We're in a super low interest rate environment, okay, and have been for some time. And so valuation is kind of, we're talking about PE ratios, price to earnings ratio of the overall market. While it can be elevated at these low interest rate levels, we've got the Fed pumping in $120 billion a month to basically force interest rates to be low. At some point in time, if they taper and rates start going up, as they probably naturally should be higher than here, you're probably going to see a deflation of the market. I think we're way overvalued, David.
Gotcha. Wow. All right, Jerry. Well, I appreciate your feedback on this as usual. It's been our pleasure. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give us a like and Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interviews just like this one.